We are here in Ciano de Fiemme in the production of La Sportiva. I'm Fabian Buhl from Germany, and currently I'm living in France. I'm basically a climber or mountaineer. La Sportiva was really my first sponsor, but at that time I was only bouldering and climbing. So over the years I got more into mountaineering, like alpinism, now a little bit more of paragliding. Since like 3 years we are really like working more and more together on like prototypes and taking some ideas for making a product that is more technical and still lighter. So you're using all like the fabrics and the technologies that come during the years, which is a super nice process. And now this summer I was in Pakistan. We were 6 or 7 weeks in Pakistan, and our goal was to basically climb and fly or ski and fly in the Hunza Valley. So this kind of new playground, or developing a playground that we have been using for quite a lot of time already, the mountain of Pakistan. With a paraglider it gets a totally different dimension, because even on the pictures that we brought back, you are just above everything and you have this like huge playground below you, and you just have to pick what you want to do. Flying in Baltoro, where there's all these mountains that I have heard from all the mountaineering histories, like G4, like the Shining Wall, K2, Masherbrum, Muztagh Tower and all this, and being able to really fly with some of the best pilots in the world over these huge mountains, it was unbelievable. Another thing that was super interesting, because really just a few days before going to the trip I got like the first prototype of like a La Sportiva G-Tech, which we wanted to make a light boot that is super functional but still warm enough. Just unboxing it at home and bringing it, I was like already super keen, because it was light, it was flexible, it had the boa on the outside. So all kind of things that I was imagining. And the R&D team, I think they did a really good job. And now today I saw the first time the final version, and I think it looks super nice. And the very cool thing on these boots is that they are much lighter than our current models. But with all the new technology, they are basically the same like warmth, like a little bit less than the G5, but not by a large margin. And I think that for all the winter and summer alpinism in the Alps, it's really good, or for Patagonia. They already made like kind of like this shape of like how you roll with your foot. It's super comfortable to walk actually with a mountaineering boot. And before it was always you only hike in your approach shoes and then put on the boot. But I think now, especially in the Alps, you can do a lot of things with only one boot. We wanted to update the ice climbing shoe, like the La Sportiva Ice Cube. I think there were some key features that are definitely needed. It needs to have a gaiter, so it's like also in approaches, you don't get like wet feet. It is generally protects much more water from humidity than like a ice cube. You have the boa on the outside, which I think is one of the most comfortable things, because you can have a really snug fit while climbing, and then you just open it. And so your blood flows again into your feet and you get much warmer feet. And then it takes 1 second and you just close it again before you start, and you have a snug fit with which you can actually climb. That's also why we wanted to have a full crampon, like it needs to be fully automatic. So the crampon has like really a good and snug fit on the boot. And with this special sole we gained that the crampon is closer to the foot, so you have less instability while climbing. I think this is one of the big advantages of this kind of sole. The other thing for climbing and also for walking is it needs to be kind of flexible around the ankle, so you really can even just really get the angle with your crampon that you want. All this together makes it super nice to climb, but also super nice to walk with. So it's not the classical stiff ice climbing shoe. I think it is really like a kind of a mix between a mountaineering and a pure ice climbing shoe, but for me I think it's the best mix to make.